Top 3
Longsword myths.
Myth number 1, the longsword is heavy.
Everybody knows that a longsword weighs, what, 10, 15 pounds?
Well, Excalibur weighed 40 pounds, right?
That's why it can cut through anything.
The standard longsword usually weighed somewhere between 2.5 and 3.5 pounds.
And 3.5 is pushing it.
Even though Hollywood and anime likes to depict the longsword as this big, heavy, bashing weapon,
In reality, the longsword is quick, fast, and agile.
myth number 2.
Longswords are dull.
A lot of people try and compare the katana to the longsword and say the katana is super sharp and can cut through anything like boulders or bullets, and the longsword is basically just a bludgeoning weapon.
And this is just not true.
Any sword is as sharp as the user wants it to be. You sharpen a sword until it's, well, sharp.
This could mean it could be razor sharp, or it could just be sharp enough to cut.
The katana does have a slight advantage at cutting, but that has to do with the geometry of the blade itself. The curvature means that as it passes through, it tends to cut a bit more efficiently.
But that doesn't mean that longswords were dull and can't cut. Just look at this.
Myth number 3.
The longsword is an ancient weapon from the Dark Ages.
Longswords are actually a bit more modern than you would think. These only came about in about the 1300s.
And they saw consistent use up until about the 1500s.
The longsword is an evolution of the arming sword, which itself was an evolution of the spatha, which was an evolution of the gladius.
The more modern smithing techniques of the 1300s allowed the longsword to be longer, lighter, and more flexible.
So this is actually kind of a marvel of engineering. Bonus round, reverse grip.